I'm Ryan Medeiros in Westport at the railroad crossing on Davis Road, and right behind me over here, behind those rail cars, is mid-city scrap. State officials tell us now that water samples from several water basins like this one by the scrapyard facility tested positive for contaminants. It's been nearly 3 weeks since flames tore through a Westport scrapyard, sending smoke billowing into the air.
It covered the entire sky. It felt like it was 9 o'clock at night.
Kobe Porowski says the plumes from mid-city scrap pushed right over the train tracks and enveloped his neighborhood on nearby Davis Road.
It was just very tough air to breathe, especially as you got closer and closer and as it started to spread and whatnot.
A couple of residents off Davis Road were nice enough to let us into their backyard Friday. They say not too long ago, firefighters had to bring hoses right through here as that scrapyard fire jumped the rail line and burnt a section of trees not far from their home.
Really lucky that all of the neighboring firefighters in all the towns and cities made their way over to help.
But some neighbors aren't out of the woods just yet. State officials tell us samples taken from retention basins had 6 contaminants exceeding groundwater standards.
People need to test their water and retest their water.
URI Professor Thomas Boving is an environmental hydrologist. In other words, he knows a lot about this subject.
These compounds can be cancerogenic.
State environmental officials tell NBC10 that contaminated basins are not drinking water sources, but noted that several wells near the scrapyard may need to be tested. Right now, officials are in the process of determining next steps. A licensed site professional, who's an environmental scientist or engineer, has 60 days to submit an action plan.
I think this is a very smart move to give contaminants time to establish themselves in those wells or not.
In the meantime, those residents with wells will have to keep waiting before they can be sure their water is safe to drink again. Right now, officials are working to determine next steps. Thankfully for many residents on this road, they get their city water from Fall River. Reporting in Westport, I'm Ryan Medeiros.